Okay, this is the external walk around for the Jayco Home Away from Home Caravan. You may book to hire or be looking to hire. And I'm just going to point out the external features, so if we're having a discussion down the track, you know what it is we're talking about. So this is the front tunnel boot cover for the entry side. It latches down with a key. I'll run through that down the track. We've got a PVC tube here which has some awning poles and other bits and pieces inside. Again, I'll have a separate video for setting the awning up, so we'll run through that in some detail. We've got the fold-out awning, it goes up and across there. Again, I'll go through that in another video. Got a little fold-out side table here, unlocks with a couple of points and drops down. 12-volt Anderson plug here, if you've got a 12-volt connection that you'd like to connect to. Got a convenience light on the side here. This is the locking mechanism for the main door. You lift it up to unlatch and you swing it round, and this little stay latches on the side of the van there to hold it in place. Just bear in mind that this window won't fully open when the van door's latched in place like that. We've got a 240 volt power outlet, so you can plug in a mobile fridge or other sort of lamps or anything else that you want to run out here. TV aerial outlet, a couple of outdoor speakers that run off the internal stereo, and a light that switches from inside the van. This is the back leg on the awning. Running around the back here at the back of the van, features just the spare tyre that's underneath there. Cover a separate video about getting to that, but that's where it is. Another corner stabiliser steady in each of the back corners. That's the cover for the toilet cassette that lives in there. I'll run through the toilet cassette in a separate video. We've got our power inlet up here, 240 volt 15 amp. We've got our TV aerial inlet. These are the vents for the refrigerator. Best to make sure they're not blocked by anything. That's the exhaust vent for the refrigerator. This is your water connection points for your tank fill and also the mains connection. There's an outlet there for the exhaust for the hot water system, which is inside under one of the benches. I'll come to this in the water tank filling video, but there's a selector here that you can turn from left and right, and these are the tank drain points. There's one here and there's one on the back on the other side of the wheels. Just before we disappear too far off, this is the silage hose connection points, and that's the other drain point there for the other tank. Then we've got our front gear boot cover, which inside here we generally keep the wheel chock ramps. I've currently got them under the wheels down there, but they generally live in there. We've got a couple of 10-metre water hoses, the silage hose. I've got a muck mat sitting in there. These are some parts for the bike rack that if you've booked that, that'll be on the front. A couple of 20-metre extensions, bottle jack in here, a roll of duct tape. Got a mop and a broom and a rake and a portable barbecue, mini Weber barbecue. So that all lives inside there. And coming around the front of the van, you've got your draw bar, tap here at the front. That'll give you running water when you're connected to the mains. And all your hitch point and chains and various paraphernalia. I'll run through hitching on in a separate video, so I don't tie you down with that here and now, but that's all that with the jockey wheel. We've got our gas cylinders under here. Again, I'll go into detail in a separate video with the gas cylinders. And we've got our front window cover, which again, I'll cover that in a separate video as well. So that's the quick tour around the outside of the van. If there's any specific questions, likely I've covered them in another video in this playlist, but if I've missed anything or there's something else that you'd like me to cover, shoot us a comment or a message and I'll get that sorted for you. Thanks.